this might be a tough decision right now.
My
but
team
I'm
did
not just
absolutely
Some
garbage.
NFL games that were like,
Right.
whoa.
I actually don't
Had
understand.
a lot of mixed feelings.
Welcome, Disgruntled. We have another guest here on the Legal Domains.
Hey, disgruntled fans. Today we have Isaac Jantzen, and I'm going to be interviewing him. We haven't done an interview on this channel in over a year since Anna. But this is exciting. I don't really want to do more interviews like this. But so, do you want to introduce yourself? Plug anything before we?
Plug anything?
Yeah, any socials that you want to plug? Any projects maybe?
Dude, I've never been asked that before. I mean, I'm your average Joe, so I don't think so. Don't have any.
Not even your personal Instagram or something?
I mean, I guess, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's my Instagram
Yeah.
is like just friends. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
All right, then you don't gotta
I mean,
plug
if
anything.
anyone wanted to just see my life on the basis of this interview,
Yeah.
I guess it's just my name, Isaac Jantzen. I mean, you'll
Yeah.
probably put it up on the fucking.
Yeah.
You got it written down there, so.
Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen.
And in maybe my YouTube channel.
Oh
Not
yeah.
that I am like a content creator, but like I just put my projects on there. So if you want to see some cool films,
Yeah.
yes,
Most definitely. I'll link down in the description as well.
let's go, baby.
So let's start off with this interview. What made you decide or choose to go to Temple University?
Okay, so I see what we're doing.
Just starting off of some intro to
get.
get to know you a little bit more. Some
Okay.
intro questions.
Bro, just before I answer,
Yeah.
I want to get like a better grasp on like, since I mentioned that like your audience is like sports based audience.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just interested in like what's usually reception with these interviews, like.
Interviews
Yeah.
do a lot better than the.
Than the
No.
actual content?
Or they
sports
do
content?
they do pretty well comparatively to the sports content because it's more of a broad content, or like broader audience. Whereas like the more
So your subs will like
yeah
tune in.
yeah most definitely because
Really?
like remember that one vlog that we had with a hockey presentation a while ago?
Yeah.
I've been trying to do more like vlog content. Like
And
I have
they fuck with that.
yeah like those get a lot of views too. So like I've been trying to get more personal and stuff because this year is going to be the last year for sports related content. Like I'm cutting off this content.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's
So you
going to
wanna
be more
become Caleb.
vloggy. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
more like documentary work and like vlogs and stuff, like the travels that I go on to.
Just the life of Caleb.
The life of Caleb Leonza. Yeah, and Caleb Leonza's friends,
Yeah.
and here he meets.
Yeah, I was just interested in that like comparison, like that contrast,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we can start
yeah. So
talking about me, I guess.
yeah,
Because that seems like what
yeah,
obviously this is about. So.
yeah, and then we can stray away at any time too to talk about whatever.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, 100%.
But I want to let the people know a little bit more about you.
Yeah.
So
What's up, people?
what made you go to Temple or choose
What
Temple?
made you go? What made me go to Temple? I wanted to go to school in a city because I grew up in a city. I'm glad I did, honestly. I've just always been surrounded by noise and just like the urban atmosphere and environment. And it wasn't too far from like DC. I'm from DC. So it's like a couple hours, like 2-3 hours of a drive. But it was like it was cool because it was another city to like learn about and experience. And as far as film, I wanted to go to a film school that was highly touted. I still didn't really know what the concept of film school. Like I didn't really know all the nuances or anything about it really. But I knew I wanted to go to a film program. And Temple just came up in a lot of lists, I guess.
Yeah.
Like online, dude. Like I don't know. I saw stuff about it and I just heard good things. So.
Were there any other colleges that you were looking at or applied to, or was Temple kind of like?
Yeah, but like I said, I didn't really know. It's like a shot in the dark because you're 17, bro. Like I don't know what I really want to do. I don't really know what I want to. Like I said, like the basis of what I want to do, I'm not really sure. I went to a variety of types of colleges because, like I said, I wasn't really working with a lot. I didn't really know specifically what I wanted, so I went to University of Rhode Island. I toured there, which is completely different.
Yeah,
it's like on the water, bro. It's in a rural area, huge campus, not like this.
Seems like there was.
traditional.
Seems like there's not that much to do in kind of a rural climate like that.
I wouldn't say that, bro, because the way I feel about it is like the people who live in a place like that, we probably do the same things that they do.
Yeah, that is true.
It's just like we're surrounded by we're just in a different kind of area. Like it's just our background, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, probably do the same things that, I mean, I guess you have more opportunities here, but I've never been too critical of people who like live in places like that because parties, go to bars. I mean, that's what really takes up most of my free time.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
guess depending on, you know, what you do, but
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to, where else did I tour, bro? University of North Carolina School of the Arts. It's in like a smaller city, Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Okay.
Like, which is a specific film school, art school.
Mm.
A lot more technical, hands-on. Which, like, in hindsight, I feel like I could use a lot more of I mean, I know it depends on the classes you take, but it was different kind of film education.
Yeah.
I didn't get in though. Yeah, like it was like a very competitive. Like I went to a whole orientation. They interviewed me. Like I had, you know, it was one of those ones where there was a lot of kids. Like we were all in an auditorium. Like they were like quizzing us, and yeah, I didn't get in, but it's not like I could have gone. That's just to give you context of like where I was coming from, like what I was, because it was every type of school. Rutgers, just to name a few. Rutgers, the school Quinnipiac in Connecticut. That's in the middle of nowhere.
Connecticut.
Wesleyan, Montclair State. Yeah. Dude. But I'm glad I came to Temple. I think a lot about like what would my life be like if I went somewhere else, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you, bro?
Well, most definitely, you wouldn't be on the League of the Wings podcast right now.
Dude, I know. Manifested it.
But what do you love about film, and more specifically, post production?
Yeah. Okay. I've described this a lot. I actually wrote. This is exactly what I wrote in my college at. I still think it stands. I like film because I want to. Some of the greatest experiences of my life are through watching films, and I just want to give that to other people. I want to be responsible for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want someone to have a good time watching something that I made. But it's pretty much all it is.
Yeah.
And then post production, I think you have the most creative control. I like the fact that it's all right in front of me. You know, it's on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get, and other facets of. I'm not saying post production isn't layered and complicated, because it absolutely is, but in a lot of other facets of film, for example, the mass of the equipment that cinematographers use, like the amount of that. I don't like a lot of clutter. The amount of that, you know, the maintenance. I feel like when in post, it's accessible to also learn, because
you just really need a laptop.
A laptop and an account.
Yeah,
it's like right in front of you. It's you have your screen, you have your suite. I mean, I'm speaking from an amateur's perspective here.
Yeah.
But it also just intrigues me because I feel like this story really comes alive, like in the editing process. Yeah.
Top 3 movies?
Top 3 movies.
Yeah.
Dude, can I use my phone?
Yeah. Or top 3 movies, whether that's like
top 3 movies.
Your favorite, most inspired.
Dude,
by.
This is like rapid fire. They're bouncing around.
Yeah.
I'm having to like really look inward, like.
Yeah.
Every question. I know we haven't scratched the surface, but.
Yeah. We'll get to more of the deep questions.
Dude, I have like lists for.
Damn.
Shit.
Do I have a list for? Ooh.
Like places in Philly to go.
Nice.
I forget things a lot, so I need lists. Like movies are right here.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I have a list going right now. All of the albums that I listened to this year so far.
Dude, nice.
But yeah, let's
good.
Let's dive into some of your favorite movies.
I don't know. I've had a number 1 for a while, but I think it's slipping. I think it's losing its touch.
Yeah.
It's just getting old. So, but I'll just say it just for the purpose of this.
Yeah.
My number 1 for a while has been Moneyball.
Ooh, I love Moneyball.
Just because like I've been a huge baseball fan, man. Like.
Yeah.
And that movie just depicts it so romantically.
Yeah.
I just get chills. Did you see the Nationals video on my YouTube? Oh.
We're doing an interview right now.
We're doing an interview.
I have to say hi to my boy.
Dude, we can include this because this is like a guest, you know.
So how was your day? Now let's interview you. No, joking. Yeah, would you like a seat?
No, I'm actually leaving.
Wilford
Oh,
Bodies.
dude, where you going?
This was your only chance.
Yeah, that's my only.
Where you off to?
Where are you
I'm
at?
gonna go do some illegal shit.
Some
Some illegal shit.
curfew.
Dude,
That
Hey,
happens to
hey.
match the color of
All
my
right,
shirt.
so you don't want us to ask too many questions. Okay.
Josh,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
remember curfew's 12, okay, huh? You gotta be back.
You control me.
I'm your parent,
You
okay?
control me,
You gotta
sir.
be back.
Some illegal
I worry
shit.
about
All right,
you.
well, have fun doing illegal shit. Whatever the fuck.
You guys enjoy your
Bye, Kitty.
I'll see you.
Dude, what is he just going to a party or something?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking shit up. Well, I think he's probably going over to his coworker's house.
Could use some of that right now.
Yeah, me too.
Always, dude.
Imagine if this fucking podcast got to the level where it's just like some
Dude,
smokes.
like, I've seen on podcasts, like I said, like I remember like No Jumper, like they hit shit.
Yeah,
Doing it. It's
the
so show.
Joe Rogan podcast with Elon Musk. There's
Oh yeah, it was me. I don't think I've seen. I haven't seen the actual podcast, but I've seen the pictures of it.
yeah, I seen the clip of it.
That's
It's
fucking
so funny.
legendary, bro. That's so funny. Bro, what were we talking about? Where were we at?
Top
List.
movies.
Movies.
So you got
Okay.
Moneyball. Got Moneyball.
So I have so many here, man. I don't know if I've solidified a top 3.
Maybe just name some highlights or just rapid fire. You could like go.
Okay, I would say top 3: Moneyball, Good Will Hunting.
Ooh, I haven't watched that one yet.
And then the third one, man, it's tough. Maybe 12 Angry Men or Walter Mitty.
Oh, Walter Mitty.
Or The Social Network, bro.
Oh,
That's a lot. That works.
yeah, I started to watch The Social Network, but I didn't have a chance to finish it.
Dude, I watched a documentary on the making of it. Just,
Wait,
I fell more in love with it. It's so good.
yo, Titus, what's that one movie that I just watched with Leo, the small Leo? Yeah, eating Gilbert Grape. What's eating Gilbert Grape? Have you seen that movie?
Nah.
It's
What's it about?
it's Leo, and he plays like an autistic like 18-year-old, and basically it's just his brother's like taking care of him, and he has like autism and stuff, and then like you should watch it. Like it's very good acting. Like it's top notch.
I'll write that down.
Yeah.
There's so many on my
Yeah.
movies to watch list.
Like currently it's in my top 5 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
You just saw it, and it's already in your top 5.
Yeah. Titus just said that it stars Johnny Depp as well too.
Gilbert Grape? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Gilbert Grape.
Eating.
Eating Gilbert Grape.
What's eating Gilbert Grape? Yeah.
What an interesting name.
But really, it stars John.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he?
Like you would think that he actually
eating
has
what?
autism too. Like he plays it that well.
Yeah.
Like he
Dude,
plays
you know
it
what?
so
It
well.
reminds me of Eddie Redmayne in that Stephen Hawking movie. Dude, what is it called again? What is that? What is the name of that movie, bro? Oh, Theory of Everything. No. Yeah, Theory of Everything.
Yeah.
He plays Stephen Hawking so well. That must have been so taxing to like be in that position.
What do you think about actors doing that, playing disability when they don't have that disability?
I think it definitely requires some like I said, like he played it so well, but obviously Mr. Hawking himself had to know about the film. I feel like it would require some exposure
Yeah.
to that world, just some like a heavy dose of perspective, maybe like
Mhm.
like you're really like he probably, I mean, I don't know, but I would guess that maybe he spent time around Steven,
Mhm.
asked him about his life, researched on his life. I feel like it just requires knowledge and like just to like make yourself closer. But yeah, I mean, apart from that,
Yeah, because I feel like you have to do a lot of research on it, because I feel like it could really go like down.
I mean, obviously, I'm speaking from the perspective of a non-disabled
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, that is
So,
true.
which so that's kind of a, I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's- Yeah, I feel like
So what matters
Yeah.
is like how they feel, I guess, in the long run.
yeah, because have you seen Coda?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude.
they're actually like
Dude.
deaf in real life too,
Yeah.
which
the
is like
parents
really amazing.
and the brother, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool that they like
so-
casted like that.
So
Yeah.
fucking sick. Like
Yeah,
the technical, like the organization and like the coordination like required is fucking unreal, bro.
yeah, it's
But,
crazy.
Dude, I was gonna say like the chick is so hot.
Yo, biggest crush.
Amelia Jones. Dude.
She's
Jeez.
she's on Lock and Key too. It's a TV series on Netflix.
Nah, I haven't watched that, but like I've been hit that she's on it because like I looked up what she does and stuff, bro. Because I got a little crush. Dude, she's
Yeah.
something else, bro.
Bro, I was at a concert and there was a girl that looked exactly like her. And I'm like, yo, that's probably her, but I'm not gonna ask.
It's probably her.
But
Where
I'm
was
not.
this?
It was.
Where were you like?
It was.
At
It
some
was
fucking celebrities party.
No. It was at a concert. It was fuck, I forget what it's called, but it was Green Day, Fall Out Boy.
Did you figure that was actually her?
I don't think it actually was her, but
I
like
think
I
would put my
don't.
money
Yeah.
on it not being her.
Yeah, I wish it was her, but
Dude,
the odds are. Imagine like she just like
I would be shooting my shot like Steph Curry, bro. I don't care. I don't care if I see her. I don't care what context it is. I'm shooting my shot like Steph Curry.
We going out tonight? We are? All right, cool.
Dude, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, you just gotta shoot your shot.
Like, bro, who's your celebrity crush?
Ooh, okay. Celebrity crush right now? It's probably Olivia Rodrigo.
Cause you see Olivia Rodrigo in the concert at Mid. What are you trying to riz? You trying to
Bro, I would be
open?
too nervous. I would be way too nervous for that.
I mean, I say that. Oh, I'm shooting my shot, but I could probably fold.
But like I guess like semi celebrity is there's a girl, another Olivia on the H3 podcast. Do you know H3?
H3, you said?
Yeah, Ethan
Yeah,
Klein.
well, yeah. I know them.
One of his
I thought you said H-Lee. I'm like, what?
H of that. But H3, one of his workers are behind the scenes, and like they have like a camera on each person.
Yeah.
And Olivia is.
I don't think I know. I mean.
Yeah. Well, she's like
she's
a D-list celebrity. She's like not really like a celebrity.
I
But
haven't
like
watched
you have
that pod in forever, bro.
Yeah, you gotta like watch the podcast to know. But
Last time I watched was when he was on with Post Malone.
Yeah, that was
boys. Well, I guess I still are boy. I don't know.
They haven't talked in a while.
How do you know that? Did he say that?
Yeah. Yeah. But who's your celebrity crush right now, other than her?
Dude, we talk. I think we. Did I mention the other night that we had this conversation?
Yeah.
Bro, but I guess yeah. I mean, it's always been Emma Watson, man.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's always been Emma
Yeah.
Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hermione.
She's a classic.
That's where it started, dude. Hermione.
Yeah. You know what's my main one is Alexandria Daddario, the Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I used to be very keen on her.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, she's a great pick.
The scene of have you seen that scene of True Detective?
Why does it get raunchy?
It's a nude scene in True Detective.
I'll watch that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up that
yes,
clip on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be on YouTube. You gotta go on other websites for that.
Trust me, I know that very well.
Let's switch topics a little bit.
Let's do it.
I guess not really switching topics because it's still kind of in the realm of post production. But why do you want to do environmental documentaries?
Yeah, I think the concept of a documentary just intrigued me as I was going throughout film school. I mean, you don't see it a lot, at least in our like fellow students.
Yeah.
They're all interested in like fiction, narrative. I think just a grander sense of purpose.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying any form of film carries purpose, but I think there's just so many stories in the world that are, you know, like I'm a curious person. I feel like there's so many stories to tell in our society and on our planet, and I think the most important ones are the ones about the environment, because I've always been of the mindset that there is no more important thing than the natural world. Like, just I really can't see there being anything more importance than that, that is of chief importance, and especially, you know, obviously where our planet is right now. And so I think to be able to be involved with films that tell stories about our natural world, because that's how I really came to think that, is through watching environmental documentaries. So I just think that I would feel such a great sense of purpose if we're involved in that industry, because I think it's amazing.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things that I think drew me to you because like that's documentary is what I want to do. It's like my specialty that I want to get into and everything.
What do you want to make documentaries about?
Environment.
Environment?
Like, yeah, that ass. Cause like I made
in the same.
I made a short documentary, like an experimental
I watched
document.
that.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I remember that.
What do you think of it?
I gotta watch it again. It's been a while, bro.
But yeah, I
I
want
gotta
to.
watch it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, but like I want to do basically just like what you said, like any stories. But my main focus is on the environment and travel. Like I want to travel the world and shit. But
dude, like I could picture you doing vlogs, but like in I see a lot of vlog type like documentaries, I guess, where people go to like different parts of the world and like just show the world. Like I could see you doing that.
Yeah, we should we should do a doc together like that.
Yeah, dude, that'd be dude, like imagine like if we're in our professional like lives, we had the opportunity to like link back up and like make something, dude.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I see that in our future.
I want to make my goal is to move to England.
Ooh, why England?
Bristol, England is like a hub for production companies that work on that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nature films.
Duly noted, because I want to move out of the country.
I mean, if you want to go to England, dude, but I mean that's pretty ambitious. Like, I just would want to base myself there because my dream job. I have like this irrational goal of like working for the BBC Natural History Unit, but I feel like I'm closer to that if I start out there. I have that pressure on myself, maybe.
What draws you to BBC specifically?
Well, bro, it's just because. I mean, dude, I feel like I've watched every single one of their natural history, like BBC Earth. Like I've watched every single one.
Would you say that's your favorite documentary series?
Like, just this cinematic, like, just very grand, very elegant style of like of documentary filmmaking. Like it's just I mean that's pretty much I feel like I've always been behind that style. I've always loved that about their documentaries. It just they stick out to me.
I was doing a little research before this, and I love their cinematography as well.
Cinematography is the main thing. Like I've always thought as a kid, imagine getting that hard drive.
Yeah.
Like imagine seeing that footage before it's cut and like having the opportunity to like, bro. Because I think editing something like that is such a hard task because you're making a story out of something that's real. Yeah. And like you have to like it's just such a daunting thing, but yeah, it's so impressive how they do it. So I just would love to. That's just, dude, I get chills while I'm talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like one of the rawest things too, because it's literally like some of the scenes are like prey eating shit and like capturing
like I don't
stalking
really,
and stuff.
Obviously, it's great when documentaries sort of, you know, they're environmental documentaries that sort of make the animals into characters. You know, like show their interactions or their behavior through like a warped lens, like I guess in a way that's like maybe like they're looking at it through rose-colored glasses. Maybe I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but like they're not characters. Like the animal kingdom is so just cutthroat and like
they don't care about anything except
like
for getting
it's just like you said, it's raw. Like you know, wolf packs have to eat their own sometime. Like, and you know, there are a lot of docs where obviously like there are incredibly endearing things about animals and their family and the packs or the but I think overall it's a world that we just couldn't even fathom in terms of like its cruelty. Yeah. So I respect the ones that show that. Although as a little kid I would hate that, but now I feel like you have to. It's just worth knowing because like I wouldn't want to. Yeah, I feel like it's just important to be able to watch those with that context.
Yeah, and I saw like a meme where it's like Planet Earth already has me like wanting like the penguin to survive, but then on the flip side, always wanting the like polar bear to survive as well.
It's a balance. Like there's no, like I said, like they're not characters. Like these are everything in nature affects everything. Yeah. Everything. Everyone's losing or winning something, like or gaining something. It's like you said, it's just raw. So yeah, I think nature documentaries are cool. Just to sum it up, I would love to work on them.
What
Yeah.
what do you think about the current climate of our environment right now, from Pakistan flooding to China having droughts? If you heard about
I
that at all.
think there are some things that I know a lot about, and
Mhm.
things I'm keeping tabs on.
Mhm.
But that's something that I don't even think I know enough about to be able to speak on, really.
Okay.
All I know about it is like through like my friends have like mentioned it here and there. But I guess I gotta do my research. But
Yeah.
in terms of like of late,
Or I guess yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of information about Jackson, Mississippi, and how their water treatment plant broke down,
Mm.
and how like the poorer communities are being affected more
Mhm.
by that.
Mm.
It's there's racism, like our cities are tinged with racism, and how like underdeveloped places, they just don't get love, and you know they don't have any running water.
Yeah.
Shit like that happens, so it's fucked. But yeah, I don't know a lot about what's happening in Pakistan and China. I guess.
There's
Are you saying, you said droughts, like maybe desertification?
there's it's weird how it's happening, because like there's millions of people in Pakistan being displaced due to massive floods.
Mm.
But then there's also millions of people in China being displaced because the major rivers are drying up.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, what, I forgot the exact number, but it was either like 13 days straight or 30 days straight of like over 100-degree weather, and it's just like everything's drying up. But like maybe not even about those necessarily two specific parts, but I guess like climate change.
But
And
climate
it's so
change isn't real,
and
right? Climate change.
and it's not.
It's
It's fake,
It's
bro.
a
It's
hoax.
fake.
Yeah,
It's a
fuck
hoax.
that.
It's
It's ridiculous, bro. If you're saying it's not real, you're
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah, bro. We just need to just keep fracking. Like, what the fuck? Like, oil
Yeah.
is money. Money. It's like where the money's
Well,
at.
dude,
Exactly.
yeah, is what makes the world go round. It definitely
Yeah.
doesn't destroy and alter the course of nature, and yeah, it definitely doesn't do that.
No.
Fuck.
I
Because if your pockets, that's what our pockets are.
Yeah,
being
it's the
folded.
most.
That's
Yeah.
what matters. Like,
Yeah. Like fucking. That's this like especially like that's one of the stupidest takes, because it's like, why don't we just use like natural like resources like solar energy, because we can make so much more money off that. We just sell that energy.
there's a lot of we could be doing things in a lot better ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just using better methods, more sustainable methods. What gets me is deforestation. Like
Especially
the Amazon.
yeah.
Just farming, agriculture out there is just not. It's like I said, it's not sustainable. That land, they'll like tear down infertile. They'll tear down trees,
Mm.
and then plant an infertile land, and then move on.
Yeah.
And like a lot of these workers don't have a choice, because the companies are, their only opportunity for work, and these companies are being funneled with cash, bro. And that like these food manufacturing companies, food distribution companies are just sitting on a throne.
Yeah.
Really no, it's just hard to shift the climate there. Like
Yeah.
it's just tough.
And there's no need for it too, because wait, hold on. Could you reset the camera real quick?
Dude, did it stop recording? Or?
No, it's gonna stop recording in 5, 4,
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
So you guys have to do that every episode?
Yeah, it's kind of
Dude, this
annoying.
is nice. We're having some good conversation.
Yeah. We kind of like keep a side eye on it.
Before I do that, I'm
Um,
just gonna move yours a little closer.
But
we kind of have to like keep a side eye on it. It does get annoying, but like,
yeah.
As long
we got used to it.
Dude, I didn't expect to be talking about the environment on here. This is
Yeah.
great. I
Yeah.
love talking about it.
I love talking about the environment as
Yeah.
well. But
I feel like I don't have enough conversations about the environment with other kids.
yeah,
It's one of the reasons why I want to join the Temple Climate Coalition.
we have
Club.
a climate core. We have
Yeah.
that. I didn't
Yeah,
even know we
we
had
do.
that.
Dude, I'll give you the link to the group me.
Most
That's all
definitely,
you
most
gotta
definitely.
do, bro.
Yeah, but like we don't even need to be like having, like we have so much abundant food. Like fast food restaurants are always throwing out food. Like,
Dude,
we have enough
like
food.
I saw something like, dude, such a minuscule amount of the food that is produced
Mhm.
gets, eaten or composted or yeah, like just I guess like a small amount of our food is like led to like an actual like a fate that is actually
Yeah.
beneficial for our earth.
Yeah.
Like it's all fucking wasted, dude.
What are your thoughts on composting? Because I'm a big compost fan.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's good. It's just tough when you do it like on your own because like you get discouraged by these companies and these celebrities taking private jets and shit, and like it's hard. It's like it's tough not to look at it from a grander sense. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Me composting my little compost bin, and then what is
Yeah.
that really doing?
Yeah.
But I like to just do small stuff like that, just to. It's like good ground to stand on, like just
Mhm.
it's like a good principle to live by. Like
Yeah.
I want to go as long as I can out in a car.
Mhm.
Turn all the lights off. I mean, it
Mhm.
sounds fucking like a trope, but
It's
it's a lot of things that people don't even think about.
It's the little things. And
Yeah.
I had a compost bin up on the roof deck for last summer, all of last summer. I had like a little garden and stuff, and that was so satisfying because it was just like
If as long as you're doing something, man, you're like thinking about your carbon footprint in some way, dude. Like it's just it's just that validation,
Yeah. And it's like so satisfying because it's like you put something in there and the worms just eat it, like it's gone, and then like you can grow like plants and stuff.
I
and
love
it's, like,
seeing it come like when you put it in the bin and like. Well, I guess what I do is I like to like just see it turn into soil.
Yeah.
I like to I just look in there like periodically.
Wait, do you have a
See how
compost?
Yeah, I
bin in
compost
your-
here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then I put it in the community garden.
That's awesome. I love that.
I also do it at my house in D.C. My family's been doing it forever. But
yeah,
man. The environment.
Love it. Last question about the environment.
Was
Thoughts on David Attenborough? Is that it?
dude, you gotta do better than that.
Is what?
David Attenborough. Do you actually not even know who he is?
No, I do know who he is.
Oh,
I just
you
suck.
forgot.
I suck at pronouncing words.
Bro,
like Titus
How do
knows
you have it
that.
written down here? Dude,
I just
do this. Try this again.
Okay. I got the borough right because I
It's
was
the first part. It's the first
yeah
part.
because literally before this podcast I was just replaying his name every like
Dude,
I was trying to get it.
Let's try it.
Okay. And it's not
Dude, it's Atten.
Attenborough.
Dude,
Attenborough.
Attenborough.
There we go. So I just suck ass at it.
Dude,
Because I put him in the environmental doc that I had, and I love like his voices. Yeah,
I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, but like I'm a huge fan of him. I suck at pronouncing names. I need to get better at that.
Nah, dude, it's everyone has their takes, man.
Yeah.
Like I can't really tie knots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I never tie my shoes.
What? That's weird. What? How do you walk around like that?
Oh, I mean, like they're tied, but I never like untie them and then retie them. Yeah.
So you just kind of slip them on. And
I just slip them on.
How you're just gonna live with that looseness.
Yeah.
I like it. They need to be airtight for me all the time, bro. It's just an itch that I have, I guess.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts on David and his
bro.
beautiful voice?
He does have a beautiful voice. I just think he's a pioneer for, like his whole motive was to show, like the world. Like obviously he traveled to remote places, which is cool enough. They had the incentive to do that, but then wanting to show everyone, and I just think it's the coolest thing. Like I think we were talking about why I wanted to do this. Like I think environmental filmmakers are just perfect humans. Yes. And that's just a great, like what a great motivation to have in life. Like, yeah. No, I just think I remember I watched this BBC Netflix collaboration came out like just over a year ago or maybe 2 years ago. Not really sure. I think it was Life on Earth, like a life on planet Earth.
Yeah.
It was kind of like he used his life as as a backdrop, like a context to like when I was a kid, this is what the world looked like, and he like would use his childhood to portray that. And it kind of like, I got like I forget a lot about the documentary, but I remember it told a lot more about, you know, his background, his early life, and like yeah, he's just a pioneer, man. He's just an innovator.
He's a beautiful human being.
He is beautiful.
Yeah, and he like his voice.
You keep saying you just
I don't know.
He's very endearing.
Yeah.
Like you just wanna listen when he talks.
Yeah, and then like
he's a great guy.
And he actually talks about like good shit too. Like it's not like.
Yeah, I mean he's obviously so smart.
Yeah.
Like you believe him when he speaks. Yeah, I mean he's just the voice of my childhood, bro. Like for real.
Like every time Planet Earth came on when I was little, I was like, yes.
Dude,
yes,
my family
more,
has like the DVD. He have the discs.
I'm so jealous.
Dude, we can watch anytime. But I also don't watch the old ones a lot. I should watch them more.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're so good.
I always had so many ups and downs because I want going back to like the polar bear thing. Like I want the polar bear to like survive, but I also want the penguin to survive. Like.
There's a lot of reasons why we watch environmental documentaries, and the cuteness is one of them.
Yeah.
Like, we just gotta admit, like, at that point.
And then, like, one of the other big reasons, too, is because, like, I grew up in the woods, too, and I'm like, I want to learn more about these animals, too, and I want to save all of them. I want
to learn more about what the fuck I'm seeing when I go in the woods, like, what is around me.
Yeah, and I want to save it all from us. We're the biggest enemies to those little creatures.
The human race, man.
Yeah. Okay, straying away from environment.
Okay.
So
environment. So now what are we talking about?
Washington D.C.
Washington D.C.
What was it like growing up in Washington D.C.?
I mean, I always say it's just like anywhere else, bro. Like, except you have, you know, you pass it on the way to whatever the fuck school. Just in your daily life, you pass the monument, you pass the White House, and then. The other way that it differs from other places is because that a lot of our assignments in school growing up had to do with, like, we had to go to every museum, every monument, everything for assignments, and I used to fucking hate that, bro. I used to have to drag my parents every weekend. Dad, we need to go to the Old Stone House. Just like, well, and also my parents are like, my dad mostly is a nut for history.
Dang.
Bro, every weekend we would go to museums. That also was a huge part of my childhood, bro. Like, we would go to the mall all the fucking time. We call it the mall, National Mall. We just say the mall. I don't know if that sounds weird, but some people are like a shopping mall?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like it's the mall, like where the Washington Monument, the memorials are, like that's the mall. So I used to go there all the time, like, cause my dad, like, is he just loves art, history. So yeah, that was a big thing for me. But other than that, it's just like growing up anywhere else, bro, to be honest.
Cool.
Like, it's just yeah, I mean, I had the same childhood experiences and that everyone else did.
Yeah.
I also got, the one thing is that people don't, when I tell people I'm from DC a lot, people don't know people live there.
Yeah.
I mean, it has neighborhoods, it has a fucking national park in it, Rocky Park. It's diverse in most things, to be honest. I also am glad I grew up in a city. You know, like, I went to the most diverse high school in the city, biggest high school in the city. I went to. This is a good answer. I feel like this is a good tidbit. My elementary school that I went to was like 3% white. Straight up.
That's what I like to hear.
It makes me feel special a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that, obviously I feel like that is a big contributor in how I see the world and how I see people. I think I remember learning about racism in school. It was like such an alien concept to me. Yeah. Bro, because I mean, I went to school, like I said, like in an almost all black, all Hispanic school. And that was a conscious decision on my parents' part. They were like, we need you to be around people who are different than you. And that's why it's so disgusting to me, you know? Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Shout out E.L. Haynes Public Charter School.
Shout out.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, I can always come back to it. It's just like growing up anywhere else.
It's
a normal city, you know?
Yeah, I was because I feel like in the surrounding areas, like, well, every school just like goes and takes a field trip to Washington D.C. and
That's
it's
how
like,
most kids are like. Have you been to
Yeah.
DC? Yeah, I've been went on a field trip.
or this past I think last November, I think I was in DC for a production thing.
You guys told
And-
me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
You went to like Adams Morgan or some shit? No,
no, it was
that's someone else. Never mind.
it was like for PBS, like an orchestra shit thing. And
PBS. I also watched PBS documentaries. PBS The Nature.
oh yes.
That opening theme with the tree. Bro, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How does it go? I forget. Bro, it's so good. Anyways, PBS.
But-
You're streaming for PBS.
But yeah, and I drove up there and like I was driving around Washington D.C. and it's like such a beautiful place because I'm like I forget about
It's a very well kept city. I mean, I say that from the perspective of someone who, you know, I grew up Northwest DC. I didn't grow up in Southeast. I mean, it differs, but it's very. There's a lot of green space in that city because of Rock Creek, mostly. But yeah, DC has a lot of. It's very visually like. Whenever I go back there, I miss it for that reason.
it's very calming.
It's very common.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like calming to walk around just because of like the greenery and just
Yeah.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
It's just like it's nice to walk around.
it's very clean, very well kept, very Yeah, no, I like it for that reason.
I guess like comparatively to like Philly and stuff where it's
Yeah,
like it
Ben and I were
doesn't.
talking today.
Yeah.
The worst part of DC doesn't even compare.
Yeah.
With, like not even the worst parts of Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Like doesn't even compare.
Yeah.
Although I mean there are neighborhoods and places in DC that are just neglected, and which is horrible. But yeah, in Philly, I mean, I sound like I'm trashing Philly.
Yeah,
I think it's just a well-known fact.
Philadelphia. Yeah. Philadelphia. Yeah.
Ben is also, he does a lot of research in the sanitation department here, and he says it's broken. So I think if you walk around in a lot of places, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's not too hidden.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. But like I was driving around Washington, I'm like, forget the White House and shit. I wanna like just walk around here. Like it's just such a common place.
I like my neighborhood where I grew up, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys need to like a lot of my friends at Temple I've taken down and you know, just walked around my neighborhood, showing where I grew up. Like when we went out to eat, just spend a day. You guys should.
We need to do that.
Yeah, we need to do that.
We need to take a little field trip to Washington.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like in this
Drive
summer,
down.
maybe like during like Christmas break or something.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah,
We need to do that. This is a little bit of a spicy question. Feel free to answer it however you want.
So are we transitioning from DC?
No.
Okay.
How did politics affect your life growing up in DC?
I would say the main thing is there's a lot of marches, a lot of walkouts that I participated in. The walkout when Trump got elected about a week after. My whole high school, we bless you.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Sorry, dude. What?
I interrupted you. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Nah, dude, it's good. Yeah, my whole high school, we went out, took the metro to the monument, and we just kind of marched in protest, I guess, of his election. That's the other thing. Growing up in a liberal bubble, didn't really see a lot of people that felt different. Didn't really see a lot of people or know a lot of people that felt different than me on most topics. Very progressive. Yeah, we did that. You good? You good, bro?
I just got an itch in my throat. I don't.
Dude, drink
Sorry
it
about
off,
that.
man.
I'm trying to drink it off.
Drink it
Sorry
off,
about
man.
this. I didn't want to.
There's no shame in that, dude. Don't let the pressure of the pod get to you, bro.
I was looking forward to answering this asking this question. I just didn't want to freaking cough.
Dude, it's
Okay.
all good, bro.
All right, I got
Man,
the
I'm
itch. I got the itch out of.
All right, good. Like, yeah, like the ones that stick out are like the climate march in 2019, or I don't know if that's annually, but I went to that once. I went to it in 2019. The March for Our Lives in DC was huge. Women's March was huge. Went to that. Like, it's just a big part of. It's just a thing that everyone's doing in some weekends. You know, I mean, I know there's things like that in every city. But I feel like in DC, it's like emphasized more. Yeah, man. that's probably the main. I mean, I could have gone to the inauguration. Obama's in 2008, but I was a lame and fucking stayed at home. Or I guess my family was lame. I was 7.
Yeah, I was
guess I couldn't have fucking. I don't know why. I think I watched it on TV, but we could have gone down.
Yeah.
And like the fact that you can go to shit like that, like we would see escorts all the time. Like the president would just be riding around, or in his copter. We'd be like, we'd look up, like my friends and I'd be hanging out. Oh, that's Mr. Prez, you know what I mean?
What up, Mr. Prez?
Yeah. Politics though. Yeah, politics. It's like kind of a safeguard because everyone feels the same way. Like you don't really have to go. There's not a lot of. No one's really stoking division in DC. Yeah, I feel like that would sum up my answer to that question.
Awesome.
But it is like mad, like being so close to the White House. My sister went to high school, she like got off it's like blocks from the White House, and she got off like at her bus stop. Her last stop was like in front of Lafayette Square.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I guess just being there and like knowing it's this place where people come from all over the world to be.
Yeah.
It's just nuts. So yeah.
That's crazy. I love that.
Dude, yeah, I like the ask about DCs. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. It's like it's such like a, obviously with like the White House and just everything there. It's just I was curious how like growing up in that climate.
Yeah, you never asked me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you always been curious?
Yeah, I've always been curious.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you that, but I always forget to.
It's a good topic to cover, dude.
Cause like I know a lot of stuff happens there, like with marches and stuff, and it's just that energy would be interesting. There on
January 6th.
Ooh.
Was like, bro, everyone was like texting me, "Are you good?" And I was at my house.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. I mean, dude, there was an element of fear, like, cause where are they gonna spread? Who are they gonna? What are they gonna do? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of like other big days, like that's a big day. People are like, "Where are we on January 6th?"
Yeah.
It's just a middle finger to democracy and just everything that this country stands for. I guess tries to stand for now. Interesting
enough, Thaddeus and I were doing a League of the Wings episode mid live break.
While it happened.
Yeah, like it like the news broke mid podcast.
Dude, I was just at my house and I walked down to turn on the news. My whole family was in front of the TV. We didn't want to go anywhere that day, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck that, bro.
Fuck that shit.
Trying to think of like.
I'm also trying to remember like other big events. I guess like
when DACA, we had like a DACA walkout in 2017. Like that was a pretty big day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I guess I was a baby, but one of the big days in DC, we thought the planes, they had the 9/11 on 9/11 that day. We thought the planes were, we thought we were a target, and my dad was terrified.
Well, one of the planes was a target too. It just crashed.
Well, yeah. So, but we figured that was the case. It was a very intense day in the city. I would know because I was 5 months old, but
yeah.
I guess that's like a factor that something that comes into play when living in a city like that,
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
That must be like a crazy environment to be around though. Like just.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, man. It becomes normal.
But yeah.
202 for life, baby. So, bro, that's our area code, but it's getting like discontinued now because
what the
too
fuck?
many.
Too many.
Like it's just, I mean, I guess they just ran out of numbers maybe. So there's gonna be a new one. So I have like an OG DC area code, DC tag.
Nice.
202.
202, baby.
For life.
For life.
I haven't done that before. That's like
really?
Cool. Yeah. 202 for life. Okay. I don't know if that looked cool.
League of the Wings, baby. Reinvent shit on this podcast.
Yeah.
Transitioning to a little bit more of a lighter topic and more sports related.
Sports. I mean, bro, that's your channel. So
that is the channel. Always gotta
get there eventually, bro.
Yeah, always gotta ask a couple of sports questions. How was watching the Nationals win the World Series?
I figured that was coming, bro.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Dude, magical doesn't even begin to describe it, man. It was also like weird being here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a part of me would have loved to just be at home. That is like one of the best months of my life. One of the best moments of my life came in that month. The wild card, Kendrick's home run, Like, bro. I mean, it was just a release. Like the weight lifted off my shoulders. Like, cause, we had obviously been knocked out in the first round 4 straight tries at it. So, and we had never, in our franchise's history, because we're babies, had never been past that point. So. I still don't know how I would have, like, the depression that would have came if we hadn't gone over the line in that division series, bro. Because, yeah, dude, like, it was just the release, man. It was the relief.
Yeah.
I mean, every sports fan knows about it too.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows that feeling. But yeah, Soto's wild card hit. You know what sticks out for me is the earlier moments, not the World Series. Because that was the chip on our shoulder, was getting past that first round, bro. That's where it all was for me. So that wild card hit, like, I was out of my room before the ball hit the outfield grass. I was fucking, like, tearing, like, up and down our floor, screaming. And I didn't know that. I mean, I don't know if you remember it, the moment where the ball got past the right fielder and it scored 3. It was gonna score 2. I mean, yeah, probably run on second would have scored to tie the game, but we took the lead because the run on first came all the way around, and I didn't even know. So I got back, and Ben's like, dude, 3 scored. And it was like euphoria all over again.
That's
because
so
I thought we would have tied the game to take it to extras.
Yeah.
We ended up winning off that hit.
That's crazy.
Dude.
Bro, I wish I paid attention to that more too. And I wish I would have had I would have recorded your reaction for YouTube.
Trey did once we won the World Series.
Yeah.
He was watching with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got a lot of love for my Nats. Like, that was my life, dude. Like, I would listen to games on the radio every night. The Nationals are a part of me.
Yeah.
I think I'm like, it's cool to say I'm like a first generation Nationals fan too.
Oh wow.
I mean, dog, we have the most we don't have a fan base.
Yeah.
Like, we're in 2005, we were born in 2005. We're in a city that's full of transplants. Like, no one who lives in DC is from DC, bro.
Yeah.
So like I think I'm one of the first generations of, like, you know, growing up in DC, watching Nationals.
Yeah.
It's like part of my childhood, an integral part of my childhood. So yeah, it's like cool to say that.
Yeah.
So
most definitely.
yeah, love the Nationals.
This may I maybe a little bit of a shot, but what do you think about Bryce Harper going to the Phils?
I mean, initially, dude, my world was rocked. I don't like how he handled himself that offseason. Like, he was hinting at different things. Like, I don't know if he knew what he was gonna do the whole time, bro. But dude, I've gotten over it.
Yeah.
I think Bryce is a great guy, man. It's like so obvious to see. Like, I think he's a stand-up character. But even today, like, and first of all, I can't hate him because I had so much love for him when he was like that guy that, like, everyone would criticize him so easily. And I just got behind him, bro. I wanted him to succeed so bad, bro. Like, every time he was up at that plate, like, I'm like, dude, I'm behind you, whatever happens, bro.
Yeah.
That was my guy. And so, like, dude, like, seeing him in the Phillies uni, I still think it's very, very questionable. I mean, the Phillies are our number 1 rival. Like, I don't have more hate towards any team. I mean, you guys used to take over. You used to call it Citizens Bank South. Yeah. Back when we were a fucking poverty franchise. Like, I didn't forget that, and I will never forget that. Like, fuck the Phillies. If you claim the Nationals, you don't like the Phillies. It's just how it works. And, like, the fact that he would, I mean, it still's mind-boggling to me, bro. Like, you're our worst rival. And you go to, I mean, I think it's maybe partly, I want to believe it's partly because he fucking raked there. Yeah. He was a National. Maybe that was his decision. Like, I'm gonna fucking hit dingers. So it's his bank, because he killed y'all. Yeah. So. Yeah. But it was the money. It's pretty obvious.
Money makes people move.
I just think it's so questionable.
Yeah.
So questionable, bro. Like, if I ever met Bryce, dude, I don't want to just ask, like,
Is it on site?
I don't know if it's on site, bro. Like I said, I love the guy. But I would just want to ask, dude, why? I mean, he'd probably give me some, I don't know, man. I said maybe to ask that on a close encounter.
I would.
Impromptu encounter would be just fucking weird, but.
For me, it's
But-
like the Tiger went to the Guardian. I feel like that's our main rival. The Tiger went to the Guardian, like Cleveland.
Oh, the Guardian. I forgot they were.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like the Commanders. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, what, dude? Like when Tyler went to Tyler?
Tigers, Detroit.
Wait, what are you saying? When the Tigers went?
If it was like a Tiger, a Detroit Tiger, went to
Oh
the
yeah. Oh, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Like if Mickey one day went to the
Yeah,
Indians.
exactly.
Fuck that. Yeah. That's like I remember because we both have family in Michigan. We know about that rivalry whenever y'all were playing the Indians.
That was my first Tigers game.
Really? I think that was my first Tigers game too.
Maybe.
Let's go. I was right behind Chin Su. It was playing in the outfield for you guys at that time. I think it was like 2012. What's his name again, dude? He played for the Rangers and Indians. He's an outfielder. I don't know. I forget where exactly he's from. Sin Su Chu or whatever the fuck his name is. I remember sitting behind him. Anyways, dude, we're gonna. Bryce. Yeah, I think. Long story short, I can't really hate the guy, man.
Yeah.
He's too hard to hate.
Yeah. He's so lovable.
Yeah, he really is, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with Bryce, man. Go fucking kill it, dude. Unless it's against us. But dude, bro, it took a while for me to get to this place. Like 2019 was all fucking smoke. Every time he struck out, like I remember when he visited Nats Park. Oh my god, it was the first week of 2019, that season, and Scherzer struck him out first at bat. I fucking celebrated like we had won the World Series. Dude,
That's so funny.
And then he ended up going yard that game. I think maybe twice. Was it twice or something? It was horrible for us, bro. But then we won the World Series, so
it all made up for it.
Yeah.
It was slapping in the face for it.
Dude.
Can you reset the camera?
Dude, how often does it go? Is it like based on time or
Yeah.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Dog, we going for an hour?
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's
Yeah.
for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, we gotta. Oh fuck, dude, I
Yeah.
feel bad.
What do you mean felt
I
bad?
feel bad for like rambling.
Bro, these podcasts usually go over an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
With the interview style, it's usually like hour 15, hour and a half.
Okay.
Like Licia's and when I interviewed Licia, it was an hour and 40. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, it was an hour
There we go.
40.
Okay, so not too much pressure.
Yeah, but I was thinking about that because like my dad, I don't know anything about baseball. Or I don't know too much about baseball, but I'm slowly trying to learn. But like my first team is Dodgers, then Philly.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Why
Yeah.
the Dodgers?
Because my grandpa was born in Brooklyn, and my dad like
Dodgers,
Yeah.
they're, I gotta say, man, they're an evil presence in the baseball world, man. It's the rich get richer, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But
I'm so
Yeah,
sad
man.
that they moved to LA though. That's
yeah,
kind of
imagine
ass.
they're still in Brooklyn. You got three teams in one city.
That would be crazy.
That would
But-
be fucking nuts. Dodgers against Yankees, like, should be nuts. I mean, it still is nuts because it's like the two biggest markets.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But my second team is the Phils. I'll admit that, but like
dude,
it was. Yeah.
Dude, no hard feelings.
Okay, cool.
It's not. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll let that pass, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude.
But it was crazy when like Harper came over and then the Nationals won that championship like right away.
That must have been a.
I was laughing because I was.
You were
like,
laughing?
Yeah, because like
I
I'm
feel
not.
like for Phillies fans, like,
Yeah.
it's been it's like a stab in the heart. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
yeah. I feel like it was more a stab in the heart for Harper because like he was just on that team and he could have won if he just would have stayed. You know.
I don't know, man. I feel like we only won because, it was just destiny to win without Harper. Like everything.
Yeah,
that
fuck
culminated-
Harper.
No, I'm not saying.
No,
I'm not saying if he was there, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have won. But I think everything that happened, culminating to that season, that's why we won. Like
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't have happened in their way. Like it was just a fairy tale
Yeah.
thing.
Do you wish that you were in Washington D.C. when they won, or was watching at Temple equally as satisfied? Because I know you said a little bit. When
I
we started.
visited for the first 2 games. That were the only 2 games in the series. That not the only 2 games. No. It was the only 2 games in that series. Duh. That's how it works. 2 games in Houston, 2 games here. I mean in DC, and then 3 games in Houston. Yeah. So there were 2 games in DC, and we went home. I went home for that.
Okay.
It was like I went home for a couple of days just for that.
I do remember that.
And
I guess like watching with your family. Like, would you rather like be watching with your family
it
or
been
like?
Great. It would have been great. But obviously it's classes here. So to come back up, I'm never gonna like dwell on that. Like I don't have any complaints just because what matters in the day is we won.
Yeah.
So.
Because like in for when the Eagles won the Super Bowl and stuff, like the entire like city like went up in like literally flames and stuff crazy. I went to the parade too.
Yeah. So no, not the Eagles parade. I was the Nationals parade.
Oh, that was my
I came down for that as well.
That was my next question.
Wait, no, I didn't. I'm thinking of the Capitals. Dude, you know what's funny? Is that when the Capitals won it all.
Yeah.
That was our, like, the celebration for the Nationals just doesn't even come close to that. Because that was our first championship in anything for, like, since the 80s.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. That's one of the days in D.C. where people are like, where were you when the Caps won it all? Because even though it's hockey, and don't front. Most people don't watch hockey.
Yeah.
So. Like,
I don't watch hockey.
Like, but it was just the city, like, bro, like, streets were filled.
Yeah.
Streets were filled that night.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there. I remember I had a baseball game, like, playing baseball.
Yeah.
And I remember that night I was driving home and I listened to them win it.
Damn.
So I wasn't there in the city when it happened, but.
Yeah, I just didn't know if, like, when the Nationals won, it was like that. Like, everyone just, like, collapsed into the city and just, like, celebrated like that.
I don't think it was. I remember seeing it like that. No, I don't think so.
That's a shame.
But I mean, they did have a parade.
Yeah. How was the parade? What was the parade like?
Well, like I said, I wasn't there. I misremembered. I was there for the Caps parade.
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
But from when I saw it, looks great.
Yeah. Because for some reason I thought you went down. Because I remember you going down a couple times to like watch the games, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah. I went down for game 3 and 4.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So
for some reason I thought you went to parade for some odd reason, but yeah.
In my head, I guess I thought I did too.
That's weird.
I guess I should have. I remember I watched a live stream. I felt like I was there.
Yeah, because like, really, because like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, I wish I was like celebrating in the streets with everyone.
Were you not?
No, because like I was in Lancaster.
Oh, yeah.
Like I wish I was like with everyone when everyone just like went to center and fucking like was lighting.
Could you imagine they won while we were here?
Bro, they're gonna win this year. Trust me.
Dude, I don't like the Eagles, but fucking hell, that would be amazing.
Or like even I wouldn't even be here for the Sixers. We need a championship when we're here, except for the Phillies. Fuck the Phillies.
Yeah, I would not like that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, fuck the Phillies.
They won in October. I mean, I don't know. Are they in contention for the wild card?
I believe so.
I don't watch baseball as much now because I watched in COVID. It really was COVID. Is that a good transition? Were you gonna ask me about soccer?
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
That's a great transition.
Yeah.
So, why is Crystal Palace your favorite team?
I think about this a lot. If people ask me this, like, what would I say?
Yeah.
Well, bro, I feel like I need to introduce like why the fuck I watched the Premier League in the first place, like, and why I think that's.
Why do you watch football?
Baseball.
Yeah, why do you watch football?
Football, soccer.
Soccer.
It's a big debate. I say football. Personally.
I want to start saying football because I feel like
why the fuck
soccer.
Americans have to be different with everything.
Because we have to be quirky.
Okay, fucking I don't get it,
bro.
Why the fuck would we insist on calling it something that the entire rest of the world, nobody else does? Why the fuck are we gonna die in this hill? Is the dumbest shit I don't understand it. But I call it soccer when I'm talking when I'm talking to people over here. Yeah, for sure. Like,
it's like the fucking metric system.
Or doesn't make any sense. Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit. Like
Fahrenheit
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched soccer because in COVID, MLB started making a bunch of shit decisions. Just changing the game. No fans. Not that that's a decision. Not that was a bad decision. But it's just watching baseball. I couldn't. It was tough on me. Then the Nationals stopped competing because we sold everyone. And just a combination of things, I kind of like wanted a different sport. And I played a lot of FIFA.
Mhm.
And so that sort of introduced me to the promotion relegation system they have over there, which I think is amazing. So yeah, I was just compelled to watch the Prem because the English football system is so deep, and like their second tier is probably one of the best leagues in the world. So yeah, and then Palace is well, I didn't immediately become a fan of Palace. I had to watch the Premier League first and just be a fan of everyone. But what led me to Palace was first and foremost, dude, I'll be honest, like they had these players that I would like watch like YouTube videos of. Like skills comps and shit. And like they got some ballers. Like I was like I started watching right when this player, young guy, Eze, Eberici Eze, started that was his like uprise, I guess. And I was like watching a lot of YouTube videos of this kid. And I was like, I gotta watch Palace. And then like obviously I have this guy Zaha. He's our star player. And he's like obviously he's a very skilled player. I think Palace have a lot of players with flair. We have this new winger, this young kid Michael Olise, plays for France. He's probably gonna get sold eventually. He's too good for us. But yeah. And I think it was that. And also because I like their identity. That's a big team. That's a big thing for me. The balance between success and I guess the opposite. Like where you stand as far as where you're expected to finish, where you usually have finished in the past, where your rise as a franchise, where you were, where you are now. They're like a stable Premier League team. They've been there for about 9 years now. So, and I didn't want to. I was attracted to them because of that. I feel like they're now there to stay. And like I guess if you can call this glory seeking, I didn't want to necessarily attach myself to a team that was like poised for the drop to the second tier. And then I think because they're sort of middle in the pack in the Prem now, they're starting to find their footing and like where are we a team that's gonna finish top 10 or are we gonna just sort of dwindle over because it's 20 teams in the Prem, so are we gonna dwindle in the bottom half? And I like them because no one outside of Palace fans really loves or hates them. They go under the radar, and I noticed that no one like really talks about them, but they're good enough to compete all the time. And I think under the radar teams, that's the best situation for teams to like play in and like be successful in because our play do the talking. So I think that's really why I became a Palace fan. Just like that combination of different things. And like they're just a well-run team. They're on the come up, man. Like they just built a whole new academy. Yeah, man. That's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Dude, what do you know about Crystal Palace, bro?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I know nothing. I don't know admit that, but I'm trying to learn more about soccer because, like, I played soccer for like 13 years of my life.
Yeah.
Like, since
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, like since I was 3.
Where'd you play at? Where on the field?
Striker or like midfield.
No way.
Yeah.
You were scoring the goals? You bagsman?
Yeah, but I transitioned into be like a right defensive player.
Okay. Putting the crosses.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know that.
Yeah, so like
nice.
I just never watched it, which like sucked because I wish I would have watched it more when I was playing.
It's so fun to watch. People say it's boring. I used to say it's boring. Before I knew about it as a kid, I used to say soccer was boring. But if you know what you're looking at, if you know the intention and the it's the process, it's the build up, it's patience, of every pass, everything has it holds purpose. So
yeah, and I'm like
Liverpool fan over here. Mo Salah.
Before he was even on the team.
Where did you fuck with him and he was like at Roma, Basel?
He played for a small Egyptian club and before time he passed.
Really?
He big one day.
Before he got even, because his first team that he got was it Basel?
Something like that. I think it was somewhere.
I think all I know is that he played for Basel, Chelsea, Roma, and Liverpool.
Chelsea. I remember high school was all the
Really?
And then as soon as you went to Liverpool, that's what
Yeah.
you're
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
See, this is what I need. I need this information because
He's one of the best players in the world right now, Mo Salah.
ooh, okay,
Yeah.
why? Because I geared this like last couple of segments kind of teaching me about like the lore of
Yeah.
soccer and just like what teams are like enemies, what are like the top
Yeah,
players
it's
in the
something you
league.
learn. Like, bro, I went from. Here's the thing. Another reason why I'm so into soccer now is because once I started, I have a lot of opinions on like if you say you're a fan of a sport and you don't put casual in front of that, you should really live up to that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I always preface I'm a casual basketball fan, a casual NFL fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, and I wanted to say I was a fan of soccer, so I had no choice. And it's just so intriguing to me. I had to learn everything. I was like, I had knew nothing, and now I know.
Mm-hmm.
I can name the starting 11 of most Prem teams, some teams in the championship.
How many leagues are there?
How many? I mean, there's domestic leagues in most countries in Europe. But it's just, the top 5 leagues, I guess, are England, Spain, France, Germany, Portugal, maybe.
And then do like players switch leagues too? Like
Yeah, all the time. They works as like the most leagues. If you're a good team, if you are a good player on a really good team in most countries, you're probably gonna get sold to a mid or low level team in England. That's just how good England is. Like the top teams in England get the best of them, and they're the best in the world.
Yeah.
So most teams are like feeders to England. I mean, obviously it goes both ways. Like, and depends. It's circumstantial, but that's what most of the transfers are.
Who do you think is the best player right now in the sport? I
really want to answer this correctly.
Cause like I at least know that Messi and Ronaldo are like a.
They are the best of all time playing right now, but they're not the best right now.
Yeah. So, cause like I know like
I would have said Salah like a year ago.
That guy, Lewin.
I don't think he's the best in the world.
You don't think so?
I don't even think he's the best striker in the world. I think Kane's the best striker in the world. Kane or Benzema.
We need to get you.
Benzema would have said Benzema during like the Champions League, like during the end of the season last year. He was on a tear. Right now, bro. I mean, Salah, Benzema are the two that I think of, dude. I don't know too much about Benzema because I don't watch Spain. But he plays in Spain. But De Bruyne, for me. I think Mahrez on Man City. He's like the perfect winger. I think people don't give credit to goalkeepers, but I think De Gea. I mean, bro, the only reason Man U didn't finish bottom half, bro. I mean, Man U were some garbage, dude, and he just was saving them left and right, bro. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of like an underrated pick of De Gea. But the thing is, I focus I focus on Crystal Palace a lot. So what's happening on the world stage, I could know a lot more. But I watched the Prem, so I watched the big teams in the Prem, but yeah, on the world stage, I don't know too much.
What about just that league?
Just the Prem?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm well versed.
Or like
I'm well versed in the whole English system, to be honest.
Who's the best player
in the Prem?
Yeah.
Salah or De Bruyne for me. Salah or De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne he's not a talisman, but I think his vision is unmatched. Yeah, it's between the both of them. Maybe Haaland now. I fucking hate to say that. Because I'm not a big fan of Haaland's game, to be honest. I mean, he's a machine. But the goal scoring striker prototype it's not as well rounded of a prototype that I mean, he obviously is gonna score fucking 10,000 goals because he's on the best team in the world and he's like he's a goal scorer. I mean, he's a poacher. So, but a lot of people say Haaland, Neymar maybe he's off form right now.
I heard Neymar's name.
Yeah, I mean he's not in the Prem, but I'm still
Yeah.
going to the World. He's not in the Prem, but
Yeah.
Neymar and Mbappe on PSG are big too. People say.
Yeah.
I mean, bro. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of players to consider.
Yeah.
Um,
What about some rivalries? Like, what are the team rivalries?
Man United, Liverpool,
Mm.
Real Madrid, Barcelona. Those are the big two. Yeah.
What about player wise? Is there any beef player wise, or is it kind of like
Player beef.
Yeah. Is there any player beef or not really?
That's a good question, bro. I mean, there is right now there's coach beef.
Mm.
There was a
But,
coach fight recently.
ooh, between
Antonio Conte and who is Tottenham.
Mm.
That's another Son. I think Son is probably one of the best wings. Son and Mahrez are two wingers for me that have to be up there. I mean, for me. But he plays for Tottenham, Son. But
Okay.
Conte is Tottenham's coach, and then Thomas Tuchel is Chelsea's coach.
Mm.
And they got into a little scuffle. It was a tight game. It ended in a draw.
Ooh.
But it's a very heated. That's the thing you asked about rivalries. Derbies are a big thing. Like if you're in the same city, they call it a derby. So there's a fucking 10 London derbies. There's so many teams in London. But yeah, like Everton, Liverpool. They're both in Liverpool. Manchester, Man United, Man City. Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, that's basically the situation there.
I love all this information.
Yeah,
that you're giving
dude.
me.
You gotta
I want to
sit
start
down
watching.
and
I need to.
fucking-
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch, man.
Cause
The Prem is the
Yeah.
best league in the world, bro. It's what really is the selling point for me is just the passion.
yeah.
The players, it looks like they die out there for the 3 points, bro. There's so much history and passion. Like the fan bases are so, obviously fan bases everywhere and here included are dedicated and passionate.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in England, I think it's teams in the small towns are the same way that you would find a passionate fan for Liverpool, and then you would find a passionate fan for, Halifax town.
Yeah.
It's just the passion there is it's an unequal equilibrium. It's the same amount. The act of being a soccer fan, they take it so seriously.
Yeah.
So.
See, I love that passion too, cause it's it's such a good feeling.
When you're watching the games,
yeah.
you can just feel the atmosphere, bro.
Yeah.
You can just see they run to the fans when they score.
Mm-hmm.
You can just see it, man. It's so different.
Yeah, cause growing up, everyone's oh, soccer's boring, but I knew how soccer works, so I'm when I watched the World Series, I'm how is this not the World fucking Series? I meant World Cup.
The World Series is also amazing.
Yeah, World Series is also amazing, but
yeah.
But with World Cup, I'm why isn't more people watching this and shit? But I never put it on myself to actually start watching. But it's it's the entire world that loves soccer too. It's not just one country.
It's a global game, man. That's the thing. It's so good.
And I want to learn more about the world too. So I feel I can do that through soccer as well, because it's so many not little, but there's so many leagues, and there's so many towns, and there's so many I don't know.
I mean, dude, I can name so many towns in England.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I was I wanted to learn more about England per se.
Yeah.
No, I know. I guess so. I have that.
Yeah.
I know where the fuck Portsmouth is. I know where the fuck what's another small town? I know where the fuck Hartlepool is. Didn't know that before.
These names are wild.
Yeah. They got fucking Ontine, Albion. They have those suffixes in the end of end of town names. It's so funny.
Albernate, there's an
Brighton and Hove Albion.
There's
Newcastle upon Tyne. What's another one? There's another type Yorkshire. Yorkshire.
Yeah, I heard of Yorkshire.
Yeah, it's so
I love
funny.
saying that word.
Yeah.
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
I'm from Yorkshire. From
Yorkshire.
Leeds, innit? I'm from fucking Sheffield, Nottingham.
Nottingham.
I've got a killer English accent, by the way.
Yeah, you do it really well.
I'm gonna hear that back and maybe think the opposite.
Dude,
I've never actually heard myself do it.
Dude, I want that kind of accent. Like, I want.
You can't do an accent or anything?
Yeah, I can't do an accent. Like, not that I want to
Mate.
always talk in an accent, obviously, but
Mate,
like,
what?
I just need an accent.
Wait, you got any accents, Titus?
Oh yeah, I can do a good amount. Having actually like also been.
Yeah, bro. What's your best one?
We need to mic you up and put a camera on you.
Yeah. What's your best one, bro?
Oh. No, I don't really like to do them a lot. I just.
Not in front of an audience.
Yeah, I don't.
Bro, like this is the thing. When I'm by myself,
Sometimes
like,
I do
I
when
can
I have
just-
to do like boring readings, and then I'll do them. And I'll read it out
just
loud
to make it
and
more
stuff.
entertaining.
Yeah, it actually helps. Like I actually
Yeah.
study better that way.
It's interesting. Like chewing
One
gum.
day I'll get it out of you. One day.
I mean, it's like
Just at least tell me what
name one I could do.
like,
it, but I just don't
fucking
perform.
Italian New Yorker.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like that's something like I feel like a lot of people in America.
Yeah, but I can't do it.
I
I'm
can't do
fucking
any.
walking it.
Yeah.
That was like sort of
Sounds
British.
yeah.
I can't do it.
A British New Yorker.
I'm fucking
I'm fucking it.
Italian. I'm
Think of like a
Angst.
I don't know.
in New York somehow. I'm fucking
I can't.
walking it.
I can't, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's all the questions I got.
dude. Like, do you say you had like a rapid fire section?
Well, yeah, that was like the rapid fire. Like I just
At
have
the
like
end, you said you were gonna hit me like.
I was like, tell me about like soccer, like the ins and outs, like storylines, favorite league, World Cup, favorite game
Yeah.
watched.
I thought I was pushing like
Yeah.
one word response answers, like
Oh,
17
no.
questions type shit.
Oh no.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of podcasts that have like an ending, like sort of like activity like that. But bro, this shit flew by.
Yeah. Almost an hour and a half.
Just kicking it, shooting the shit.
Yeah. Kicking it with the
Let's
boys,
go,
with the
baby.
homies. You wanna drink?
I mean, dude, I don't know. Like, I'm probably just gonna like,
Chill.
I don't know if I want to bike back drunk
Yeah.
and like
Adrian.
I don't know if this it's that kind of night. I don't know if I'm gonna go out
Yeah. I'll walk you back.
for real.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I have my bike on me. Like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
If you don't want to.
Nah. Well, I mean, like, if you did want to drink, but no problems. if
Oh,
don't.
you mean
yeah.
if I? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but
I mean, I
no.
don't know, man. Like, I probably won't even smoke when I get back home. To be
Yeah.
honest.
If it's not the night, it's
I'm-
not the night.
yeah,
You gotta have the perfect vibes.
Yeah.
Gotta set the perfect vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the end of the podcast. That was a
Is that last bit gonna be?
yeah. I can cut that out.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't know. I'm just.
You don't unless if you don't care, then I'll probably
I mean,
include
dog,
it.
I don't care. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
It's like a nice little like we went from conversation to now.
Plan.
Yeah, plan about like real life. It's a different window.
Yeah.
Different. Yeah.
I feel like this was a good structure podcast because we started lighthearted. We got into climate
talked
change
about
and
all that shit.
politics, and then we ended a little bit lighthearted here.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, see ya.
Killed it.
Killed it.
Peace,
Peace.
bitch.